you guys.
What to expect? You know, sometimes to come into a massage therapy place, if you've never been, you don't know what to expect. I mean, what am I supposed to do? What? I have to fill out a form? Yes, you do have to fill out the form.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good.
Good.
Welcome to Sacred Sun Holistic Center. I'm Bree.
Hi, I'm Alicia.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome. So, what brings you in today?
Well, I had heard that there are massages here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I see you guys also do some of the yoga, but I'm here for a massage today.
Okay. Are you here for anything more therapeutic, or are we focusing on a specific issue?
So I've had massages before.
Okay.
I really do like relaxation stuff. Like I don't like deep tissue, but I am having issues with my back, with my lower back.
Okay.
So can we do like a little bit of both?
Sure.
Or, okay.
Absolutely. How much time do you have? You can follow me that way.
Sure. I have time. I have like about an hour, maybe a little more.
Okay. Well, I'll just give you that to fill this out. We could even do like an hour and a half massage.
Okay.
What seems good for you? Hour.
So it's been a long time since I've had a massage.
Sure.
What do you recommend?
I would prefer an hour and a half massage. I like to take my time, so we don't have to use a lot of deep pressure like you said you don't like. I want to do a full body assessment, so that way, we're focusing on your lower back, but we can also find what other things are connected, so that way we can kind of tailor a plan to you in the future to unlock a lot of the tension that we find in your body.
Okay. Yeah, an hour and a half. I have time for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sounds good. And I think to get that both is probably enough time to fit in, because my back really is bothering me.
Right.
So
what's going on? Why does it hurt?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't do anything. Like I didn't fall. It didn't I didn't do something to make it happen. I feel like I don't know. I honestly don't know, but it just hurts down in the lower back, but only on the right side.
Okay. What do you do?
So I'm a massage therapist and a yoga instructor.
Oh, nice.
But I'm also a mom.
Okay.
So I just have long days, driving around, doing a lot of stuff.
How old are the kids?
I have one.
Okay.
She's 6.
Okay.
So yeah, she's a lot of fun. We do a lot of dancing, a lot of we do yoga together.
Right.
You would think that with the yoga that I try to stretch out my hip a lot. Like I am active, but I'm just having this pain. I don't know where it came from. Do I need to fill all of this out, or?
So it helps us to understand what your body may be processing or experiencing in the moment. So if you have high blood pressure, if you have any sort of nerve disorder, then we can accommodate you and tailor your massage based off of these. So the more information, the better. Whatever you divulge, it's just between you and me. Okay. Great. Awesome. Thank you.
Just like a side note for the movie, I think that it is normal for us to not really know what to talk about.
Right.
We kind of come in here not knowing what to expect, and then when we're asked all these questions, we're like, I take all of this, and why do you need to know?
Right.
And yeah, I have back pain, but wait a second, I kind of have some shoulder pain too, and maybe this, so this is why we are showing this video, so that way you can kind of come, for those of us that like to be prepared, this video is giving us the option to, because all this is our intake process. This is what we do, these are the questions we're going to ask, and they're not going to be exactly worded this way, right? Because we're working with we're working with people, so the interaction is going to be fluid based off of
whatever's going on. Pretty much what we're looking for is how you use your body on a day-to-day basis. So body movement, if you're sitting, if you're driving a lot, what does that look like for you? If you're driving a stick shift, you might be using your left leg a lot more than you are using your right leg, or jerking the clutch, or keeping your hands at 10 and 2. Some people might drive with the one hand, lean back. Well, what does that look like for your body in motion as well. You might experience some low back pain, you might experience some arm pain, you might experience some shoulder pain. So everything we do in our day-to-day can reflect and manifest stress and tension in the body. So the point is to get a picture of you day to day, night to night, without being so intrusive. So that's what we're looking for when we ask you these questions. It's not to get all up in your business. We just want to know so that way we can help you better.
So the other thing that I want to mention is the medication. Some people can feel a lot of shame over what they're taking. They don't want to talk about it. If you are on pain medication, you are not, and have taken it close to the time that you're getting a massage, you are not going to experience touch the same because you are under pain medication. Okay, just like the same with anti-anxiety or antidepressants, they are going to kind of calm your system down, so that will tell us that we shouldn't just make it totally relaxing. At the end of the massage, we should stimulate you so that way you don't go home as groggy. Because everybody, when they get up from a massage, is going to experience that differently. Some people feel pure joy and elation and they feel great. And other people are like, I am so ready to go to bed. If you're taking medication that promotes that kind of calmness, driving home is not going to be the safest option for you with double the tiredness on top of it. And it is part of our ethic responsibility to make sure that we are providing you with care that is that maximizes the benefits and reduces the risk, right? Even if the risk happens outside of our space, we still care about you enough to want to make sure that the massage session is entirely based off of who you are as an individual. So please do not feel any sort of shame if you are taking medication, because if you do not get the Tepotment or awakening thing at the end, you may go home and think like, I don't want to do that. I had to drive all the way home so tired. Ma'am, sir, that was not necessary. It was not necessary. I could have Tepot over you and
woken you up.
Right.
What are your goals for this session? What would you like for us to accomplish?
Well, since there's so much time, I would really love the lower back pain to be alleviated, something. Like if anything can be done with it, it would be nice.
Okay.
But I really do I find massage is really good just for my overall well-being.
Okay.
So if we can do like a full body, that would be awesome.
Absolutely.
It's like a relaxation. Even possibly some energy work.
Okay.
I do love just a little bit of Reiki as well.
Okay. Okay, great. We can have a full body session focus on these specific areas. If you experience any pain or discomfort during your massage, please let me know. Don't try to hold it in because you can end up tensing up, holding everything, locking everything up, which is counterintuitive to what we're trying to do. We're trying to help you relax, we're trying to relieve your body of tension, and we don't want to create more stress and tension by having you in pain.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, I do have a concern.
Okay.
I have had massages before that were very uncomfortable.
Okay. In what way?
In just that not the point of pressure, but I got really deep work done.
Okay.
And I ended up getting sick after.
Okay.
So I like deep pressure, but I just get a little nervous.
Right. Okay. Okay. And again, that's where that dialogue comes in. So let me know if at any time I will start you off with very light to moderate pressure, and then keep checking in with you to see if that's okay. So you don't have to worry about being afraid of the type of pressure, and then please let me know. Like I said again, don't try to hold on to it. Just keep that dialogue.
I said that because that has really happened to me before, and I think that sometimes when people have bad experiences with touch, they don't feel safe to go to a new therapist and try something. But just because if you have had a bad massage experience, I highly encourage you to go to a different massage therapist and express how the massage was for you, what you did not like. I mean, these are important things, because at the end of the day, you are paying for this, and we have a toolbox of techniques and modalities that we can use, and your communication is important for us to know exactly what techniques or modalities may be best for that, because I am sensitive. Like, my body is just, I'm a sensitive person through and through, and my body
can't take a lot of pressure.
It just can't. Like, it just cannot. And I have had people that I love so dearly and people that love me so dearly try to work on me, and they really want to get the stuff in my neck, the stuff in my shoulders out. So they go in, they're like, I'm gonna help you. But the problem is that my body's like,
rejection.
Gentle,
Right.
be gentle with
Right.
me, and
Hold me.
yeah, hold me. Basically, just like
Right.
give me time to give it up.
Right.
You know, which is different than some people's bodies who are like, take it from me.
Right. My God.
I want it.
What are we talking about?
You know, elbows. You know, elbows in, and it works.
We massage very differently, but we can still do what the other does. Alicia uses very gentle touch.
And Bree
Right.
does have gentle touch.
Right.
We went to the same school.
Right.
You know, my strengths just happen to be in my preference,
Right.
which is fullness,
Right.
and more like presence,
Right.
rather than focused therapy work.
Right. That's not to say that my work isn't full or whole or whatever.
Right.
We just want you to know that we are two completely different people
Right.
who can blend well. Just know that if I can't give you what it is that you're looking for, please go to Alicia, because she might be able to,
Right.
and vice versa.
Vice versa.
So don't be afraid to kind of try us out, and
don't be afraid
Right.
to switch it up
Right.
on us.
Right.
If you want me first and
Right.
then want Bree, that makes sense, because I'm fluffing, I'm giving you awareness of
Right.
what's really going on in the body.
Right.
And then, Bree, her strength is more targeted areas. So if the goal is to get the target area out, then go. There are lots of opportunities here to play. We do not want people to feel like once you pick one,
right, that's it.
we are,
Right.
that is it, you
Right.
cannot change. If you
Right.
dare schedule with
No, we're not
Bree,
playing anymore.
we will freak out.
Right.
That's not it.
We just like to help people.
Right.
That's just what it is. That's all it is. We love you all. Thank you for continuing to support us. Please feel free, again, to drop by between 11 and 5. We're open from 10 to 9. Call us, email us, Messenger. We're on Facebook. We're all over the place. Get a hold of us. You might see us walking down the road somewhere, handing out a flyer. So stop and wave, say hi. We have books. Alicia was talking about a lending library. I'm not too sure
Right.
about lending it. But feel free to come and hang out.
Depends
on the
who you
couch.
are.
It depends on who you are. I love my books. I can let go. The point is to let go. The word of the year is to let go.
Okay, well, mine is give me my stuff back, because because I was an only child and I don't like to share. Okay.
We're learning. We're learning. No, it is. Seriously. My gosh. Anyway.
We're moving on
Yeah.
back. Alright, so we can head on back here. So I'm gonna start you face up,
Okay.
looking towards the ceiling. So please undress to your comfort.
Okay.
And then on your back, I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'm
Okay.
gonna get ready. And you can get under both sheets here if you would like.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this down
Okay.
because I don't want your head to be lying in this.
Okay.
And then I will be back.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm taking off my clothes. That's what that looks like. So, as you're lying on the table, some people, they'll lie on the table and just be here naked, which, just get under the sheet, okay? So, under the sheet, pull the covers up, get comfy, however you want to lay, right? Some people might want to lay with their hands up here. We'll readjust you when you come in, okay? And just lay here. You know, you can take this time while the therapist is still outside just gather your thoughts. Set your intention for this massage session and let it go. I love this song.
So at this point, I would be washing my hands. That's very important. I would be going over the client's goals, checking over the chart, making sure that I am setting my intention to be with the client, with this specific body, okay? So they were talking about the shoulders, the neck, the lower back. I am going to start her face up just so that way I can allow gravity to allow me to work with the neck. And if for any reason you feel that that is not comfortable for you, say, we're still doing a full body, right? Yes. Do you mind if I start face down? I feel much more comfortable that way. The answer is yes. Absolutely. And maybe if you don't want work done on the front part of your body, know that that is acceptable too. But as massage therapists, we really like to keep things balanced, and we are two-sided. So if you are holding tension in the shoulders, maybe having some issues with the shoulders and neck, as you can see, I'm starting to bend forward. My pecs are going to be engaged here. And so it would be nice to kind of allow that to fall back, get back into alignment, and work with the body. So let's go ahead in and check on our client. Alrighty. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm gonna put this bolster underneath the breeze.
Oh, yes.
Knees. This is gonna release some of the tension in the hamstrings, and it's gonna help support any lower back pain that she may be experiencing. And each therapist is different. So some of us will start at the top of the head. Some of us may just want to bring the body into awareness with touch by starting at the feet. We're going to talk a little bit about draping here. So we are only going to be exposing the body parts that we are working on. So what I'll have redo is just rest her hand on her abdomen. And if I want to be working on the leg here, I'll take the top blanket, expose the thigh here. And I'm just going to grab this so we can see what's going on. We can see the leg is exposed, but nothing else is. Notice how it's wrapped underneath the bottom of the leg. So it's nice, and it's going to fit around nice and tight. If she lifted up the leg, nothing still would be exposed. Okay, so this is the draping techniques that we use in order to protect the privacy of our clients and also keep us safe as therapists. Okay, so then work through the tissue. For people that have hip stuff, the hip will be exposed here. We can tuck this under if we need. Work, and then whenever we are finished, we simply undrape. So I'll lift up the thigh again, pull this out. And some therapists may ask you to lift your leg, and some may just maneuver the body itself. Everybody's different. Yeah.
Just know that some therapists drape differently. For example, if we're doing the glutes, okay? So a lot of people, like if you have low back pain, well, a lot of times it could stem from the glute here, right? Your glute medius, your glute minimus, a lot of intricate muscles attached to the femur that allow for rotation of the hip. And so to get a lot of this tissue here, but this is how I may drape for the glutes. Okay, so I remove the first layer, get that out the way, right? The point is to get all this fabric out the way so we can just go in and do what we have to do. Okay. So now I take this bottom sheet, I'm going to draw it underneath her opposite leg. It's still draped, you just see the glute here is exposed. And so in order for me to really get in this, sometimes I'm in here with my elbow. I need access to this. We're not worried about this. We're trying to get the draping out of the way, okay? Now, if there's something that I'm trying to do to really open up this hip, do the same thing. Go under her leg, and I'll pull this up, okay? Slacken a little bit, and I'll pull this up. So now we're making a diaper, okay? And so if I want to open all this up, her leg, to bring her leg out like this so I can really work on the IT band, I can work on her peroneals, I can work on her glute, and I can really get in and affect the muscle tissue this way.
But also, gentlemen, if you feel like you would like to tuck yourself or like
Right.
do anything, please feel free to open up that communication and say, just give me a second.
Right.
Or,
To
yeah.
adjust. How we turn you over. Well, real quick. So we will create a sort of tent. Okay, so you're fully covered. We have the sheets on, we have the cover on, and we'll slacken this stuff. And then I'll put my body against it, and then I'll make a tent for her. And I'll tell her to turn towards me so that way she doesn't fall off on the other edge of the table, and turn over. So Alicia, whenever you're ready, you can turn over and slide down towards the table. Turn towards me, yes. Oh, turn towards me, the side that I'm on.
Right, and there you go.
No,
Which
the
side? Which side? Which way? I'm panicking. Pick a side. Any side. We got the tent.
Right.
Okay.
You're okay.
We're not looking toward you. We're
Right.
looking away from you.
Right. Okay. Working this area here is good to just release a lot of this tension, okay? It can help to open up the hip flexors a lot more. So I will ask you, if I need to, can you please adjust yourself so I can get in this area? I don't want anything flapping around over here so I can't get here, okay? We may have that conversation if it is so that we're working up here. So we remove the top layer, and again, she'll have the bolster underneath her legs.
Please do not kick your legs up in the air. Don't do this. Okay? I almost got kicked in the face one time. It's just like, I mean, please feel
Right.
free to help a little.
Right.
But,
Right.
but you know,
You don't have to be
right. We love your assistance is great, but please just be careful.
Now, sometimes to work these adductors, I might put her leg in a figure 8 format. And we massage, and then bring it back down, and then now her leg is still open, and then we can undrape from here. So again, if you don't want to wear underwear or boxers or what have you, feel free to get completely undressed and then hop up under the sheets. If you still want to wear panties or whatever, thong, you know, a lot of women do that as well. You know, they might just do like boy shorts or a thong so that way their glutes are exposed, but they still feel protected around here. Please feel free to do that. If you wear boxers, okay, let's say you do wear boxers or like those workout shorts and they stop right here, that is an indication to me that you don't want me to touch anywhere else above this point because you did not remove this, okay? So this is telling me that you're comfortable leaving this attire on. When I'm massaging, if I'm massaging the leg and I'm coming up here, boom, I'm gonna stop right here. A lot of your muscle attaches all the way up here in the thigh, and we're leaving this area just for other forms of massage, other types of palpation mechanisms. But in terms of like going underneath, if this is your shorts, for example, we're not gonna go underneath and go all the way up here, okay? So we'll massage over the sheet, over the cover, whatever we have to do.
I may ask, do you mind if I roll the boxers up? Do you mind if I push these up a little? You can say no.
Right.
You can say yes.
Right.
Because, you know, sometimes if it's your first time getting a massage and you don't really know, and I do want to go a little bit further than your knee, I'm certainly not going underneath of your clothing.
Right.
But I don't mind pushing up the boxer just a little bit so I can get a little bit farther up the thigh.
Right.
but again, not underneath of the clothing. So and I'm just saying that because I have a tendency to possibly ask, like, do you mind if I roll these up?
And I'm not going to ask. So just understand the difference between massage therapists. If you wear those shorts, like I said, those basketball shorts, Alicia is going to be like, do you mind if we roll them up? I'm not going to ask that because we have given you the option to either completely disrobe or keep whatever clothes on that's to your level of comfort. And feel free if you change your mind during the massage, because I might point this out. Not like to coax or like entice you to take off your clothes. That's not what this is about. But just letting you know, you did indicate that you're experiencing tension in this areas. I'm going to go ahead and stop here because this is where your level of comfort has alerted me to. And then some people might be like, oh, okay, I wasn't really sure. I didn't really know. Sure, we can go and take those off. Cool. I'm going to pop out before you to, again, undress, get back on the table under the sheets, and we'll begin the massage session where we left off.
Yes. Also, in the rotation, whenever we made the tent, some therapists will actually leave the room. Know that could be to wash the hands if we started
at the feet.
So yes, we are kind of showing you how we operate out of here to make you comfortable, but know that this is not
the end all be
answer.
all.
Right.
Everyone does it differently.
Right. We're just showing you things so that way when you come here, you can kind of feel comfortable in knowing what we do. The only other thing I wanted to say about the draping is, please be patient with the draping. Sometimes it'll get stuck. So if I need you to lift your leg up, if I need a little assistance, it's not you. Literally the fabric that I'm working with. So please don't think that it's you. And if the draping feels uncomfortable at any time, like if you are not breathing and relaxed and comfortable, please say something. You know, even if it's like, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm exposed. Can you see me? You know, we're gonna say, oh no, you're not, but if you're uncomfortable, let me just tighten this up for you. Communication. Please feel free to communicate things, but know that it is our intention for you to be safe. And for you to receive to meet your goals, whatever you came in with.
Also to point out too, to backpack on what she's saying, is that when we're working the glutes, that gluteal cleft right here between the butt cheeks spreading out, okay? Sometimes it might feel like we're exposing that. So if Alicia's on her stomach, we'll take the sheet and tuck it underneath the pants, and it will free up a lot of this area. Now, normally when you wear clothes, like me, for example, you know, I tend to hike up my pants, my jeans when I'm walking, just because I hate stuff like sagging down. So I'm gonna like hike it up, and I like to wear stuff like around my waist. But, you know, my crack is all the way down here. So we're gonna push it down here, and it might feel like, woo, that's like a lot of skin exposed, but we still don't see anything. It might just be because you might wear your clothes on your body differently. And so to expose, to really work on certain areas, especially like lower back, that extends in here, but we're not, like I said, exposing the crack or anything. So just wanting to make you aware of that.
Awesome.
Is there anything else?
No.
Okay, so anyway, thank you for watching, and
Peace.
we'll see you guys later.